Hey guys, Metal Driver 89 here, bringing you another Mortal Kombat review. And today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Mcfarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Scorpion. Looking at the front of the box, you see Scorpion through the window of the box, the Mortal Kombat logo, and an image at the bottom. The side of the box features an image of Scorpion, and on the other side we see the Mortal Kombat logo and another image of Scorpion. The back of the box we see more logos, an image of Scorpion in an action pose, and a label that says 22 moving parts. Alright, now that we have taken a look at the box, we can go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at Scorpion. And here we have Scorpion out of the packaging. But first, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So Scorpion comes with several pieces of accessories, which includes a black display stand with the Mortal Kombat logo across the bottom. It's a bit off center, however that is not a big deal. He also comes with a spear, which is his signature weapon. The spear has lots of detail on it. Some dry brushing it looks. And then the chain has some dry brush paint. Looks really nice, and it's also pretty long, and it curls here at the end, so I do believe you're able to wrap this around his hand, so I'll go ahead and show that in a little bit. He also comes with two swords, a long and a short one, which are weapons that he uses in MK11. So it's got a nice silver paint on the blades, it has yellow handles. Then he also comes with two sword sheaths, which aren't too bad looking. The shorter one here, unfortunately, does not have the best paint apps, so it's a black handle, looks like yellow wrapping around it. The longer sheath is also black, with more yellow wrapping around the sheath. This one turned out a little better than the smaller one. And then the swords do fit into the sheath very well. And here you have the longer one going straight into the sheath. Now I will note that this one I did have to heat up in order to get the sword properly in. So I do recommend doing that just in case. That way you don't end up breaking your sword by accident. And as you can see, the spear fits in both hands very well. And also the sheaths of the swords plug into the three holes that are on his right hip. So as you can see, they actually fit there pretty well. You may need to heat yours up. I did mine just as a precaution to make it easier to plug in. And once they were in, they look really good. The Scorpion figure has a lot of detail. So starting with the head sculpt, it looks pretty good. You can't see too much of his face because it's hidden by the mask and the hood. Paint on the eyebrows look good. He has white eyes. And the detail on the face mask looks really good. I like how this turned out. The gold looks really nice. Some good sculpt work there. And then looking at the hood, it's not just a plain piece of cloth. Or at least it's not designed that way. It's got this nice design, all these sculpted pieces in the hood, extends all the way to the back, so that looks really nice. And then moving down to the shoulder pieces, again, it looks really good. There's some brown, a little bit of gray and silver there, although the paintwork on the gray part here, I don't know if you can see, but it's bleeding through onto the brown piece. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, however, it's kind of annoying. The back looks better on the shoulder piece. Again, lots of detailing, some cool straps. And then the outer shoulder piece here, again, silver, nice detail. A little bit of brown bleeding on that part. Looking at the left shoulder, it looks a little better. Then looking at the torso, he's got his yellow gear with some red underneath. So the paint on the torso looks much better than the shoulders, so that looks really good. And then looking at the arms, you've got some yellow, silver, wrist guards, gauntlets, a lot of nice detail on the straps. The silver turned out pretty well for the most part, so that looks really good. Then look at the other arm, again, paint looks pretty good. It's just a little bit of brown there. Then going over to the back, again, paint looks really good. I do notice that the yellow at the top is a different yellow than this bottom. It may not be as noticeable here on camera, but that's not too big of a deal for me. They've got red down here, near the hips. A little bit of bleeding there. It's not that noticeable. Then you've got red on the other side as well. Then you've got red and yellow on the front piece of his outfit. So overall, the paint on the torso looks way better than the shoulders. Still not really complaining. I like how this looks. There's a lot of detailing on the figure's costume. And then going down to the pants, again, a lot of wrinkles and detailing on the leg, so that looks really good. Going down to the knees and the shin guards, you got silver, some yellows there, some yellows on the back. Again, not a lot of paint bleeding or a lot of mess ups there, so that looks much better. Then going down to the feet, got some nice detailing there. Looks like a little bit of missing yellow on that piece, but not too big of a deal. So overall, the body looks much better than the shoulders. I like the detailing on this figure. It looks really nice. So this is his MK11 default gear that he wears, and I think it looks really good. It looks like it came straight from the video game. I think Mcfarlane Toys really nailed this look. Alright, so going over the articulation. So first, in the head, there's not a whole lot of articulation going on there. The hood is a very hard plastic, so it can move side to side. Does not move up or down very much. However, the headpiece inside the hood does move, so that can go up, can look not too far down, and it can move side to side inside. So not a whole lot of range in the head. The shoulders can go all the way around in theory, however the shoulder piece does block that articulation, but that's not a big deal. It can hinge off to the side. There is a butterfly joint on the inside. This one's a bit tight, however this one is a little looser, so you can move that one better. He has a bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows, which has a good range. There is a swivel and a hinge at the wrist. The waist can twist, and it can also crunch forward and crunch that far back, which isn't too bad. It looks like that there is articulation underneath the torso gear. However, this torso gear is very tight, and the plastic is pretty stiff, so it is hard to move on this figure. The legs can go that far out. The swords do not hinder the articulation that much on this figure, so that's good. The legs can go that high up. He has double jointed knees. There is a cut above the knee which allows for a twist. The ankles have a hinge which allows it to go that far down, that high up. There is ankle pivot, and he does have toe articulation. Alright, and here we have the Mcfarlane's MK11 Scorpion next to the Storm Collectibles MK1/MK2 Scorpion and the Storm Collectibles MK3 Scorpion. So as you can see, he is slightly taller, but he stands very well with the Storm Collectibles line. So if you are missing a Scorpion, or you would like to use an MK11 Scorpion with your Storm Collectibles, I think this would work very well. And here we have the new Mcfarlane Toys Scorpion next to the previous release Mcfarlane Toys Sub-Zero action figure, and they look great next to each other. So now if you want, you can have your Sub-Zero fight off against Scorpion. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the new Mcfarlane Toys MK11 Scorpion? I really like this. I think it's a great figure. The detailing on it is really good. The articulation is great. The paint apps on mine aren't the best. However, they're very minor, at least in my opinion. They're not really that big of a deal. However, I think this is a great figure. He looks fantastic next to Sub-Zero, and it goes great with the Storm Collectibles line. So I highly recommend picking this up if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, if you're a fan of Scorpion, or if you have been collecting the Storm Collectibles MK line, because this would be a great addition to that Mortal Kombat toy line. Now, I really hope this one and the Sub-Zero figure sells well, so that Mcfarlane Toys is motivated to make more figures from MK11. I would love to see Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, Katana. Hell, I would love to see the entire Mortal Kombat 11 line made from Mcfarlane Toys. So I'm really happy with this line. Hope we get more figures. I think this is a definite pickup for Mortal Kombat fans. So if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, why don't you subscribe so you can see more toy reviews? I mostly do WWE Elite figures. However, if I see enough engagement with this video, I'll be more inspired to do more Mortal Kombat reviews. As always, stay tuned till the end to see pictures of this figure in action, and I'll see you next time.